Hello everyone, welcome back to the Crazy Clown Cult. My name is Crazy Cautious and hi. So today we're going to be talking about My Hero Academia. I mentioned this in my first episode, or video rather, of this channel, and I mentioned how I like My Hero Academia, but I couldn't get into it because this is the video. So buckle up guys, we're going to be talking about one of the most known cringiest fandoms ever to exist. Okay, there's worse, I swear there's worse, but this is up there. Over the years, I have been more and more ashamed to say that I like My Hero Academia. I do, I truly do. It's been something that I hyperfixate on, and I literally spent years of my time telling people how much the show impacted my life, and I've done countless days of research, and overall I just sit there talking about how good the show is and how I love the main characters and all that stuff, just for people on the internet to make terrible choices. And I'm gonna say choices because they chose to post those things on the internet, so let's talk about it. So one of the biggest things that people kind of first notice, and a lot of things that I see on the cringe compilation stuff, is the cosplayers, which is not the worst thing on this list, but we're gonna start off tame. The cosplayers, some of them are really good, okay? I love cosplayers. I have cosplayed not that much, maybe a couple characters. For starters, Toku Fukawa, not a good start. Mikan Sumiki, second Danganronpa character. Kosuke Bakugo, not great. I've cosplayed a couple of characters, right? But there are people who are amazing, okay? There are also people who are not great, okay? They make really cringe looking cosplays, which I'm not trying to say that if you're a starter cosplay then it needs to be perfect, but I've seen people just throw on wigs and do really weird things on camera. Oi. Die. Bakugo Katsuki. It's not even about the cosplay at that point, it's just how they act in the cosplay, and not great. There's the infamous Kirishima sucking on a pacifier. And I would never get that video out of my head. That thing lives in my head rent free. I did not need to see that, I'm gonna be real. So the cosplayers aren't bad, okay? I want to put that out there. I'm not sitting here saying cosplay is bad and that you can't cosplay My Hero Academia characters. It's just what you do in that cosplay really reflects the community. And a lot of people, there are bad apples. Look at Undertale. Undertale is a pretty bad fandom, but the My Hero Academia fandom can and should be a lot more better. Next, let's talk about the shipping. Lord, have I seen the ships. For some reason, and this is coming from someone who's queer, who's literally a part of the Skittle Squad community, people in this they don't like straight couples. They don't. Let's not pretend. They do not like straight couples. I have seen people literally say that the Uraraka and Deku ship is disgusting. Huh? Who is saying this? I've seen so many videos of people saying Uraraka and Deku, that wouldn't happen in a million years, but my Baku Deku ship is so good, cause someone who bullied somebody else and they fall in love, and that's cute, that's cute, and totally not problematic. Now let this be known, I am not a person who thinks that shipping is inherently bad. I am a person who, in this instance, in this whole series, I've shipped Bakugo and Kirishima. They're really cool characters together and they have a cool dynamic. Kirishima, talks to Bakugo, and you can see that they're friends, even though Bakugo is very much still, I'm a bad boy and I can't be nice to people. But then he's nice to Kirishima. They literally had a whole episode, which, spoiler, I guess, this video will contain spoilers. There's like a scene where they're trying to rescue Bakugo after he was captured by the League of Villains, and they literally plan out that Kirishima reaches out to Bakugo because they realize that if anybody else does it, Bakugo will literally not reach his hand out, which is so special. And I see that, I was like, oh my gosh, that could be a ship. My problem with shipping becomes like very apparent when there's really problematic ships. For example, just ships with Bakudeku. I think that's a good problematic ship for me, because again, you bullied some guy, and you, like, at the time that people were like shipping them together, it was like first season, and they were like, oh my gosh, this is so hot. And I'm like, that is not a great situation to be in. Also, I've seen hundreds and hundreds of videos of people calling other like people out for like shipping teachers and students, because this story takes place and most of the cast are minors, and then there's the teachers. Like, I think like the popular one was Froppy x Izawa, which if you ship this type of stuff, then you're disgusting. So it's just like, why? I've also seen the Endeavor x Todoroki fan art or shippers, and you guys need to take a bath. I'm not going to explain why that's problematic, because you should know that that is problematic. I do not need to explain. If you know, you know, okay? But if you ship those people, go take a shower. Go take a shower. That's all I have to say. Another thing that I have seen is that the fans kind of like to send death threats to the creator, Hirokoshi, which is nice, because obviously the answer is, if one of your favorite character is injured or dies, you know, you should totally send death threats to the maker, because how dare he kill off your favorite character as if it wasn't his own story. So, spoiler, Hirokoshi decides to kill off Bakugo temporarily inside of the war arc. And this is like one of the more closer arcs to the end of the story. And basically, the fans did not like that. There are so many fans, in fact, who didn't like it, that a couple of them were like, hey, you need to die. They told the artist, Hirokoshi, they said, you took liberty over your own story and killed off a character that you made, and that upset me, so now I'm going to send death threats. I don't mean to laugh, but you know how dumb that is? You know how stupid? If you did not like what I did with my character, then don't read or watch my content. Like, it's that simple. Like, I understand if there was like something really inappropriate, like Hirokoshi like did an illustration of Invisible Girl, and she was like nude except for her gloves. I don't know if she had her boots on, but yeah, I had a problem with that, but I didn't send him a death threat. The more appropriate thing would just be maybe to take it on Twitter, which Twitter is already a terrible place, and you know, where the My Hero Academia fandoms just live, and they don't touch grass, they're just on Twitter. But, you know, I would rather take that option to just say, hey, this is kind of weird and disgusting. But death threats? On a character that died? And you think that's okay? Okay. But yeah, so a lot of people, when they have issues, they don't know how to be big people about it, and they just instead send death threats, which is very, very nice. Now, those are more of the like prominent things that the My Hero Academia fandom is known for, but I do want to mention that not everybody inside of this fandom they're not all bad, okay? I was once part of the fandom, and although I don't consider myself being in the fandom, like, I'm still very much a fan of the show. I don't go online and talk about it and blah blah blah. I more just like to enjoy the show in the comforts of my own space in my own home, and I do talk to my friends about it occasionally. But over the years, because of the because of the implications of being in the fandom, then I have actually myself, like, not talked about it as much as I used to, because I used to talk about it a lot, like, in high school. But as I got older, I'm like, this is cringe. Not the show, but the show can be, like, bad at some points, I would say, or, like, some things just don't make sense, but, you know, I still love the show as a whole, and the manga is even better. The art for the manga, just look at this! And obviously there are bad people in all fandoms. The tampon incident. Yes, but also one thing that came to my attention is that a lot of people are saying that they cannot watch My Hero Academia or read the manga because they only think that Deku is like a little cinnamon roll and blah 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 blah, and the fandom is so bad and blah 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 blah. And I just want to say to those people, why are you making excuses for why you don't want to watch the show? The show is not a reflection of the people. The people are not a reflection of the show. What I'm saying is, it's good, okay? I'm not going to sit here and say it's the best anime that I've ever seen, but I feel like if you go into there with an open mind, you could just watch it just to watch it. Obviously, I have some criticisms about the show and how certain arcs go, but for the most part, I love just to watch it as a fan. But yeah, I don't know. You could choose to watch it, choose not to, but I'm tired of people's excuse being the fandom is bad. Anyways, yeah, rant's over. But yeah, I'll end the video here. If you had any really weird experiences with cringy My Hero Academia fans, please let me know in the comments. I am dying to hear, because I might do a story time of my experience with a My Hero Academia fan. But yeah, I really appreciate it. Please go watch My Hero Academia if you're open to doing so. I swear it's not bad as everybody thinks. As long as you get past season 1, then you'll be fine. But yeah, that's pretty much it. If you want me to talk about any more anime, please let me know. I'm planning on making a Jujutsu Kaisen video, but yeah. Anyways, I hope to see you guys later. Bye!